Ukraine wonders if the US peace plan secretly helps Russia while its children still suffer the war's pain. A Tejas jet crashes in Dubai. Climate leaders argue at the 2025 UN summit. India stays firm. Pakistan sees a factory blast. Vietnam floods badly. Yet, Miss Mexico shines at Miss Universe 2025. A world full of chaos, hope, and a little glamour. The world never fails to give us a mix of drama, disaster, diplomacy, and a dash of glamour. One day we hear about peace talks, the next day a jet crashes, then there's a climate summit, and somewhere a beauty queen is crowned Miss Universe. It's like the planet is running its own reality show, and honestly, we are all just watching with popcorn in hands, trying to understand what's going on. Let's take a tour around some of the biggest happening, serious, sad, hopeful, and even sparkly. Ukraine's big question: is the US peace plan fair? Ukraine is once again in the global spotlight, but this time not because of new attacks or military updates. Instead, it's looking closely at the United States and its new plans to stop the long, painful war with Russia. On the surface, the US is pushing for peace, something everyone obviously wants, but in international politics, nothing is ever as simple as it looks. Ukraine is wondering, does this plan help us or does it secretly favor Russia? People inside Ukraine feel nervous because sometimes peace deals try to balance two sides and end up rewarding the stronger one. They are afraid that if Russia gets to keep territories captured during the war, the peace plan might look good on paper but feel unfair in real life. Imagine playing a football match and someone says, "Let's stop the match now," but the other team keeps your goalpost. That's exactly how many Ukrainians fear this deal might turn out. The world is watching because any US plan will shape not just Ukraine's future but the global politics for years. The children of Ukraine, silent sufferers. When politicians debate plans, speeches, and strategies, the saddest part of the Ukraine war continues: the children. Kids who once played in school playgrounds now live in bomb shelters. Some have lost parents, homes, or even their sense of normal life. War takes away childhood faster than anything else. Many children are facing trauma, nightmares, fear of loud sounds, difficulty studying, and a constant feeling of uncertainty. Even after the war ends someday, healing these emotional wounds will take years. The physical buildings can be rebuilt, but rebuilding young minds is a much bigger challenge. Tejas fighter Tejas fighter jet crash in Dubai. A sudden shock. From war, we jump to aviation news. A dramatic and worrying moment at the Dubai Air Show where India's Tejas fighter jet, known for its agility and modern design, crashed unexpectedly. Luckily, the pilot ejected safely, but the crash raised many eyebrows. People were shocked because the Tejas is India's pride, an indigenously built fighter aircraft meant to showcase India's growing defense capabilities. A crash in an international show is embarrassing and concerning, like tripping on stage during a dance competition. But aviation experts say crashes can happen to even the best aircraft. Investigations are on, and hopefully, India will learn valuable lessons from this incident. UN Climate Summit 2025, Planet's Report Card Day. Next stop, the United Nations Climate Summit 2025. Basically, the world's annual Let's Talk Seriously About the Planet Before It Burns meeting. Leaders from across the world met to discuss climate change, pollution, energy use, and how to stop the planet from turning into a giant oven. As expected, There were speeches, arguments, promises, and even dramatic blame games. Countries that pollute more were told to do better, and countries suffering more demanded help. Climate summits are a bit like family meetings. Everyone knows change is needed, but everyone also thinks someone else should start first. But still, the summit showed one clear message: time is running out. The planet does not care about excuses anymore. India stand at the 2025 climate summit. India walked into the climate summit with a confident and clear stand. India said it is committed to clean energy, reducing emissions, and protecting the environment. But it also reminded the world that developing countries need funding and technology to make big leaps. India basically told the world, we are doing our part, but if you want things done faster, help us with money and tech. India highlighted its massive growth in solar energy, cleaner transportation, and efforts to plant more trees. The country also pushed the idea of climate justice, meaning rich nations who caused more danger, more damage historically should take bigger responsibility today. Many countries appreciated India's firm and fair tone. Blast in Faislabad, Pakistan, a tragic day. In Pakistan, tragedy struck with a blast in a factory in Faisalabad. The explosion led to loss of life and injuries, shaking the entire community. Industrial accidents are sadly common in South Asia due to poor safety measures. Many factories operate with outdated machinery, unsafe practices, and low inspection standards. This incident is a reminder that worker safety must be taken seriously. Lives cannot be replaced, and families suffer deeply when such tragedies occur. Vietnam's heavy rains, nature's fury unleashed. While Pakistan dealt with a factory tragedy, Vietnam faced nature's anger as heavy rains caused floods, landslides, and massive destruction. Homes were washed away, people were displaced, and sadly, many lives were lost. Vietnam sees heavy rains regularly, but this year's rainfall was unusually intense, showing how unpredictable and extreme weather has become. Climate change once again reminds us that the planet's mood swings are getting stronger. Rescue teams worked day and night, and the community came together to help survivors. Even in disaster, human kindness shines brightly. Miss Universe 2025. Miss Mexico takes the crown. And finally, some brightness after all the heavy news. The Miss Universe 2025 crown went to Miss Mexico, adding a sparkle to the global mood. After so many sad headlines, a little glamour feels refreshing. People all over the world celebrated her win. Social media flooded with messages, memes, fan posts, and of course, dramatic reaction like she was born to be a queen. Beauty pageants may not solve world problems, but they bring smiles, excitement, and a break from the chaos. Conclusion: a world of ups and downs. From peace talks to plane crashes, from climate meetings to floods, from tragic blasts to a glittering Miss Universe moment, this week proved that the world is full of surprises. Some events break our hearts, others give us hope, and a few even make us smile. That's life on Earth: messy, unpredictable, and always interesting.